cap, out of the draft. Watching me.
EA Sports Cup playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What intercept?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Fournette on the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
The yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A.J. White. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 2 yards on the carry. There, it'll be second down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Switch it. Come on, switch. Hey, 0.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24.
Switch. Check. Lucky.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
On the pickup.
6 yards left on second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And that's caught inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, 49ers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The 49er ball carrier.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good.
It's the score, Seahawks 24, 49ers 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The ball carrier, Trey Flowers on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
2nd down, Mostert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Raheem Mostert.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Switch gears, switch gears. 12, fellas, here we go. 11, 11. Take this gripping. Slip. No.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taking
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Here's Mostert, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
the ball carrier.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Play brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get out. Alert. Check. Take 4. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Carson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A gain of 4. And it's
throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
The keeper.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
Just like that. Just like that. Right there.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Winds up, and this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 49 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 34. 49ers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 41, 49ers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out."
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here.
To Will Dissly.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Leonard Fournette.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Coleman now to return.
Today's final score, Seahawks 44.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.